Ever walk into a room for a pitch or presentation and realize that the energy is just flat? People crossing their arms, checking their phones, worse, yawning. You've launched into the meeting with a high energy opener and your execution didn't work. Unfortunately, you essentially failed the vibe check. I think most of us here knows what vibe check means. It's an instinctive gut assessment of the speaker. In this clip, I'll be diving into energy matching in real time to avoid situations like that and better read the room, helping you to be a better speaker overall. So what's causing speakers to fail the vibe check? Well, some speakers view presentation as a single way experience. They prepare, they put in hours to memorize their presentation, and they execute without any regards to how the audience is feeling. They are not getting the sense of the room temperature. What is the room temperature? It is the collective mood, energy, fatigue, excitement of the room. When a speaker neglects that, the audience feels disconnected from the speaker or presenter. And if it's not handled properly, the speaker will just come off as out of touch. So what's the solution here? Well, effective speakers are essentially very dynamic in approaching it. They're constantly adapting, reading the room, fine-tweaking and tuning what needs to be done. And it never stops until the end of the presentation. So let's jump into the core concept of what energy matching in real time actually means. It's actually very simple. It's meeting where your audience is at. It's being on the same page with them. Research shows that humans unconsciously spread emotions, especially to the people they relate to and people that they respect. So when people mimic body language, posture, tone, means you're doing a good job. They connect with you. And when you're able to do that as a speaker, to connect, you are basically signaling to your audience, I am with you. I am like you. As a speaker, as soon as you walk into the room, a real-time feedback loop actually kicks in. It means immediately you're being judged. So there are two elements that's into play. And your audience body language is actually a signal to you telling them how they actually feel. So have a good look. How are they feeling? What is their body language telling you? So the two elements, one, mirroring. Remember, if people like you or people relate to you, they tend to mimic your body language. You can use mirroring as a tool to initiate that mirroring effect so that the audience can connect to you. You can build rapport to copying or mirroring, not copying, mirroring of how they are feeling, how their posture is like. And from there, you can increase their trust and guide them towards the engagement level that you so desire. Remember, not to blindly copy though, because sometimes your audience could be a low energy, and if you mirror blindly, it would just be the blind leading the blind, and it will just worsen your presentation. So presenters have the obligations to take the charge, take the lead, and dictate how mirroring should work. Second effect is the dynamics of status. Humans are essentially constantly measuring up statuses and deciding how to treat people. So as a presenter, you can go in as a high status presenter, a low status presenter, depending on situation. As a high status presenter, when you go in, you come off as more authoritative. Your message may be a bit bold at the cost of being psychologically distant, maybe being less relatable. There are situations where being high status is helpful and effective for your message. But there are situations as well where you want to lower your status to become more relatable, to make your content more digestible, to lower the defenses of your audience. So use it as a tool, and I won't deep dive into it because it can be a topic altogether. So what can be practical here, right? How do you practice energy matching in real time? I suggest using the 5-5-5 eye contact rule. Choose 5 sections to do 5 seconds eye contact and repeat every 5 minutes. That way, you can have a good sense of how the room is feeling. What's the energy level? Are they feeling tired? Are they getting hangry? From there, use that information, fine-tune it. If your audience is feeling a bit low energy, introduce something interactive for them to do. Get them moving again. If they're over-energized, slow down the pace. Introduce pauses. If there's a mismatch of energy, suddenly introduce and address it. Introduce a reset. Give yourself some time to collect your thoughts again. And practice that in a low-stakes environment. So these are some practices and exercises you can do to refine and train your energy matching skills. So these are some of the benefits if you're able to master this skill. Definitely higher engagement from your audience. Your message will stick better. Your audience will feel heard and seen. And ultimately, it will become a shared experience for everyone. So remember, for your next presentation or pitch, if you do notice the crowd has a collective energy of some sorts, remember these 3 words to tackle it. Read, match, and lead. Good luck to your next presentation, and I wish you all the best.